Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan, and today we're going to continue our video series designed to educate and inform the public. So please subscribe to our channel. You know, amongst the things that people fight most in a divorce are the things that, sure, people can fight over who's getting this TV, who's getting this set of dishes, but really, what they really fight about most, as you can probably imagine, is the kids. And one of the huge things about the kids is the parenting time. The parents will come in and say, well, I'm used to having access to my kid 24/7. 24/7. Don't you work 9 to 5? Don't you leave the house at 7 a.m.? Don't the kids go to sleep at 7:45? What do you mean you have them access 24? In other words, once you break it down, you realize that the parents are sitting here fighting and fighting over cussing the kids because they both want 24/7, which they've never actually had. More likely than not, one of the parents is working full time, so maybe he or she has exposure to their kids a couple hours a day. So one parent may have that situation. The other parent, as soon as the first one comes home, just to get a break from all the parenting that they've been doing, they go out and they're gone for a while. And if you broke it down to how many quality hours a day there are with the kids, it's a lot less than 24/7. Having said that, how do you mediate a disagreement? How do you come to a middle ground when both parents say, well, I want the kids all the time? Well, I think number one, what we do is we have to recognize that everybody has an equal right to spend time with their kids. So if you take abuse and intoxication and drug addiction out of the equation and you just have two regular folks, they're both going to have a right to parent their kids, presumably equally. So they both have to acknowledge that the other one has the same rights that they do. Once we get to that place, it's a little easier to say, okay, well, I'll tell you what, you've got more access and more parenting time with the kids during the week, so why don't we try to give more weekend time to the other one? Well, what's going to happen is the parent who's working with the kids the whole week is going to say, wait a minute, the weekend is fun time. Don't I get some weekends too? Well, in that case, maybe we're splitting the weekend or we're alternating the weekends to give both parents some of the fun time. Now, it could be that most of the time during the academic year is spent with one particular parent. And if that's the case, then we got to sort of try to make that up. But when one parent comes in to a mediation and says, well, he can have alternating weekends and holidays, think about what alternating weekends means. It means Friday night, Saturday night, return the child Sunday at 6. That's usually what it means. So, and alternating. So they got that twice a month, 4 overnights a month, 4 overnights to your 26. You think that's a fair deal? The moment you say, yeah, I ain't got no problem with that, they're going to say, good. If you think that's fair, then we'll give him the 26. How about that? Oh, all of a sudden it's not so fair, right? So in order to mediate these parenting times disputes, two things have to happen. Number one, the parents have to realize that they both have equal rights to this. Number two, they have to realize that if they're going to come into the court and say, this is a function of fairness and this is what I want, then the court's likely to impose that same level of fairness against them. So before you go in and say, I want 24 overnights compared to his 6, or you might think of something, maybe 20 to 10 would be a little better and might work better for both parties. Maybe that's something that they'll agree with, and then you don't have to go to court and explain why a deal totally weighted in your favor is fair for everybody, because that's a very, very hard sell. If you have any questions about that, reach out, and we'll be glad to help you out.